Hi guys, hope you're all enjoying your weekend and more importantly this awesome news that NIO has just released. I previously made a video really doing a deep dive into NIO's current and future business operations. I went over their balance sheet, their financials, and then I gave my own personal opinion of whether I thought NIO Stock was a sell, hold, or buy. So if you haven't seen that video, I'd suggest either at the end of this video or maybe before going back, watching that, get a better understanding of what NIO is all about, and then coming back here and reviewing this update. It's just gonna make more sense that way. It's gonna be more clear for you. So that's what I suggest doing, but either way, I think watch both of the videos to get a really full circle understanding of what NIO is all about. If you haven't already, go hit that subscribe button. I'd really appreciate it. I'm gonna be doing a ton more videos like this, keeping up with NIO, keeping up with other EV companies I really like, going over tech companies, high growth investment stocks. You don't want to miss any of that, so go hit the subscribe. Really helps out the channel and I'd appreciate it. So this video I released about 2 weeks ago, I was going over 5 important facts you as an investor should be made aware of if you are planning on buying NIO. But for today, I want to move things forward and review this news briefing that they released just a few days ago. So let's go over that. Let's see what it's all about. So on July 2nd, NIO opened up 13.852% due to some incredible earnings reports. Throughout the course of the trading day, rose another 4.22% from that initial surge, having a one-day total increase of 18.659%. It was the most traded stock on the NYSE, and by a massive margin on the last trading day, with a volume of 221.50 million shares and a trading total of $2.08 billion. This is just incredible movement of shares and would have definitely contributed to this surging valuation price. I think people are beginning to slowly but surely recognize the insane upside NIO stock holds. So let's dive in a bit deeper. Going through the releasings, NIO delivered 10,331 vehicles in Q2. This exceeded even their best case scenario. They weren't expecting these kinds of sales. This is incredible. They reported 190.8% year-over-year growth. Any growth year-over-year is fantastic. As an investor, especially for a somewhat startup electric vehicle manufacturing company, this is just incredible growth. Not only was this their best quarter of all time, but they also sold 3,740 of these vehicles in the month of June alone. So we are seeing the rise in the revenue, and most of this revenue is coming from June. We're seeing that slow start to the exponential curve, and we want to see that increasing in Q3 and Q4. But what's really important is that we are starting to see that slight uptick. So the sales in June alone represent a 179.1% year-over-year increase. And these are just crazy numbers, they really are. And to consider that they're doing these numbers without even having released their EC6 yet, which is their golden child, it is gonna begin deliveries later on this year. I can see their numbers skyrocketing once they release this. Right now, they only have these larger size SUVs, and seeing the sales differences between the larger ES8 and the smaller ES6 would suggest that the Chinese consumer actually wants a smaller vehicle. This is good news for the EC6 that they're releasing later on this year. So I can really see some big numbers coming in Q3 and Q4. It was a bit surprising seeing the smaller ES6 still outperforming the much larger ES8, even though the ES8 had gone through a revamping program. They had really slicked it out. It was just like, whew, it was nice. The Chinese consumer is apparently looking for a smaller vehicle, which is very good news down the pipeline. The newsletter goes on stating that the cumulative sales of the ES8 and the ES6 have reached 46,082. And this is just really good. This is almost 50,000 cars from a very new company on the roads in China. People are going green, people are going clean, and NIO seems to be one of the front runners breaking out of the pack. There's a big pack, don't get me wrong, but they seem to be, making a name for themselves, making a go for it. 14,169 of these almost 50,000 vehicles were sold in 2020 alone. Now, they've been a company since 2014. They've been delivering vehicles slowly but steadily. And really now we are seeing that massive increase in volume. More deliveries, more revenue. This is what we need to see. This is great for investors. This is why people are jumping on NIO. It was the most traded stock. So people are aware now. What investors are also factoring in is that they are doing these numbers amidst our current global situation. People were expecting the market, especially in mainland China, to be extremely subdued and very bruised. People don't need to be commuting to work as much anymore. People have less places to go with the lockdown. So the car manufacturing, vehicle manufacturing industry was seen as going to be extremely subdued for at least Q2, Q3, maybe Q4 of this year. However, NIO has done incredible numbers amidst all of this. So investors are saying, oh my gosh, what could they be doing in a healthy economy? This is what they're doing in a bruised economy while people are in lockdown. People don't even need to be driving. What could they be doing in Q3, Q4 down the line when hopefully the economy is opening up more and more, and when they have their EC6 starting deliveries later on this year, their golden child. It's sleek, it's hot, I love it. I cannot wait to see their Q3 and Q4 earnings reports. I'm so excited. So what's going on in the vehicle manufacturing sphere of China? Well, analysts are seeing a slight change in consumer sentiment. It's really hard to break out as a new vehicle manufacturer. People drive what they grew up driving. They drive what they know. They prefer these companies that have been around for, hundreds of years in some cases. So it's really hard to break in if you are a vehicle manufacturer, especially an electric vehicle manufacturer. However, analysts are seeing this shift in the way people are buying NIOs. So it used to be really tied and correlated to promotional purchases, promotional revenue, promotional deliveries. Everything was promotional, marketing, advertising driven. However, they are seeing a shift into a reputation purchase. So sales are decreasingly correlated to promotional marketing aspects and increasingly related to product review and word of mouth and reputation. This is a very good sign for investors. Once word of mouth and reputation sales start to increase, they tend to exponentially increase as people are enjoying the product clearly. The infrastructure is already in place. They have battery recharging stations that people are just absolutely loving. People are enjoying going green apparently. They are seeing that it's feasible. Tesla isn't fully into the market, so they have some space to work with. They're making incredible cars that can exceed industry standards. It's a good time to be NIO all around. It's important not to get caught up in all the hype. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. NIO has struggles, hurdles in the future. It's not going to be an easy road. It's going to be a very bumpy road. There is a fierce competition to be that top dog spot in the electric vehicle manufacturing world. Go back, watch my other video. I talk about many of the hurdles they face as a new company, as an electric vehicle company. They need some luck, they need some revenue, they need to decrease their operating expenses. So there are things that they need to do to make this happen. Go back, watch my video. Get a better understanding of what NIO is all about as a company if you haven't already. And yeah, I hope you guys like the video. I'm going to be keeping a very close eye on NIO. I'm going to be keeping a close eye on other EV companies I really like. So go hit that subscribe button. I'd really appreciate it. I'm just getting this up and going, but taking her to the moon. Going to be releasing a lot of EV companies, a lot of tech stocks, a lot of growth stocks. You don't want to miss any of that. So go hit the subscribe button, hit the like, do whatever you got to do. I got to finish my coffee here. I got to start my day. But thanks for dropping by. Do appreciate it. I'll see you guys next time. I'm keeping a close eye on NIO. Don't worry, I got you. Take care, guys, and I will see you next time.